Hi, my name is Alana Grelyak, and today we're going to talk about how to convert music to a different key signature. What this is usually called is transposition. So you're going to transpose something to a new key signature. Reasons for doing this would be, let's say you are playing with a different instrument and you want to know what pitch they're on. If they're in a B flat instrument, you're playing a piano, you're in C, you're going to kind of need to adjust to see where their notes are if you want to talk about a certain bar or a certain spot in the music. You may also be working with a singer whose pitch does not fall within the extreme ranges, either high or low for whatever song you're doing, and you may need to transpose to a different key there. Or you just may want to put it in a different key for whatever reason you have. The way that we transpose, we have a couple different ways of doing it. One of the ways we can do it is by using key signatures. So it really helps for you to be comfortable with key signatures. And you would need to know kind of your circle of fifths, if you're familiar with that, where you start off with C at the top of the circle of fifths. It has no sharps and no flats. And then as you're working your way around, you would go to G, which has one sharp. You go up another fifth to D, which has two sharps. You go up another fifth to E, which has three sharps, etc. If you're working your way around the flats, you would go from C to F, which has one flat. Then you go down a fifth to B flat, which has two flats, etc. So know your key signatures. That's really going to help you out. So let's just take a really quick tune here. I think everybody knows Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And if, let's say we're playing it in C major, we're going to have this. So let's say I want to transpose that to G major. It's a simple change based on key signatures. So the key of C has no sharps and no flats. As you can see there, I played that, there were no sharps and no flats in it. So what I'm going to do is think about my key signature of G major, which has one sharp. If I think about the circle of fifths, and then it has one sharp, it's F sharp. So I'm going to play my scale to get myself centered in the key, and then I'm going to think about how Twinkle Twinkle works. So my first note that I'm starting on is the tonic note, right? So I'm going to take that and I'm going to take the tonic note in G. So the tonic of C is C, the tonic of G is G. So I know that my starting position is going to be a G chord in the left hand and a G in the right hand. And then I'm going to work my way from there. Now, one of the other ways we can do it is doing it intervallically. So you can kind of combine the two methods to make it a little easier for yourself. Because if you're looking at the left hand here, we may use the harmonies to kind of figure out where we're going. If you're looking at the right hand, you may want to do it a little more intervallically. So let's take it apart that way. So the left hand, we have some chords. We have a 1 chord, then we have a 4 chord, back to a 1, a 5, 7, and then a 1. So if we're going to do the same thing in G major. So if you know your chord progressions and you've practiced them in several different keys, it's going to be a little easier for you. So we're going to go to G major, our key, which has one sharp, and we're going to do the same chord progression. We're going to start on our tonic. We're going to do a 4, a 1, a 5, 7, which is where our F sharp comes in, and then a 1. So 5. Then we're going to look at the right hand. So the right hand, our first interval is the interval of a fifth. So we're going to go from a C to a G, and we're going to want to keep that relationship the same when we go to the next key signature. So we're going to go to G, start on our tonic, and then we're going to want to use that relationship of a fifth so that we know that our second note is a D. Now if we start the song again and we combine that, we already have the beginning in the new key. Now we know here that we switch to a 4 chord in the left hand, and if we look at the melody, we have a second, and it goes back down a second, and then we're going to copy that in G. And now we've played it in G major. Similarly, you can do that in any other key. If we take a look at D major, because I know that D major has two sharps, I can play my key, get myself into the key after playing the scale. I have F sharp, I have C sharp, and then I can transpose it. So those are two of the great ways that you can transpose. The quicker you are at it, the better off you're going to be, but you can use either one of those techniques to find your way around if you just want to find something, a piece of music, if you're working with another instrumentalist or somebody. Another way you can transpose is if you have computer software, you can put the music in there, look for the bottom portion somewhere. If you're, maybe it will say key, and if it's in C major, if it's in D major or whatever, just change the key and then that should shift everything up for you. So hopefully this will help you in your journey of finding different keys in the music and in transposition for whenever you might need it.